Assalamu alaikum students. This is Ms. Sobia here and today we will discuss chapter 23 of history section class 6, the coming of the Europeans. Topic: Europeans begin coming to the subcontinent. Objectives: to know what attracted Europeans to this region, their model of travel and impact on the subcontinent. Resources that I have used: textbook, library and internet. Introduction. Until 1300 till 1400, very few Europeans had been to East Asia, but trade between Europe and East Asia had been taking place from about 300 BCE. Silk from China and spices and jewels from the subcontinent were the main goods. Some of these went all the way by caravans along the Silk Road and some by combination of land and sea. Both ways were very dangerous. The land route had to cross terrible deserts and there were always bandits to rob the merchants. By land and sea, there were storms and pirates who attacked the merchant ships. A return journey from East Asia to Europe and back took over 2 years. In 13th and 14th centuries, fierce Turkish armies captured much of Central and Eastern Asia. This meant that they could control most of the goods and passing along the Silk Road and make merchants pay heavy taxes for passing through their territory or even stop trade altogether. The concept of earth. Prices of goods rose very quickly as Europeans wanted more and more luxuries from Asia. European merchants tried very hard to find new ways of getting to Asia without having to go along the Silk Route. Scientists were beginning to tell people that the earth was round like a ball and not flat like a plate. Columbus thought that by sailing westwards he could go right around the world and eventually reach China or India. He did not realize that the subcontinent of America was in way. In fact, he died without knowing this. So, when after a terrible voyage across the Atlantic Ocean, he reached some islands in 1492, he thought that they were near the coast of India. They were named the West Indies and still keep that name. Discovery of Central Asia. The Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama thought there might be a way round the tip of Africa, which most of the people believed was near the edge of the flat earth. He sailed southwards, keeping close to the shore, and in 1498 went round the tip of Africa, and began going northwards. At last, guided by an Arab sailor, he found trade on the coast and what is now Kenya. And in 1499, he reached India. Now people could sail all the way from Europe to the subcontinent and Southeast Asia. One ship with 40 sailors could carry 100 of the tons of goods. The same load by land would have taken 100 of camels and men. By ship, it was also much safer and quicker. Godowns and warehouses. The first European to arrive in India were the Portuguese, followed by the Dutch and the French and the British. At first they were happy just to trade, but then they wanted settlements or factories on land. The ship came twice a year from Europe, depending on the wind. If the Europeans had a factory, some merchants would stay there all year, trading goods and storing them in warehouses, godowns. Then when the ship came in, the goods could the ship came. Then when the ships came in, the goods could be loaded quickly and they could sail back. The merchants got permission from some of the local rulers to set up their trading stations. Enforcement. For homework, a student should have to do question 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 of page number 108. Thank you.